Would I be the asshole for keeping something I bought as a gift? I, 25F, will try to make this as short and sweet as possible. Also sorry for any formatting errors, I'm on mobile and I'm in the middle of working a double on no sleep, but this has been bothering me for about 3 days now. At the onset of the pandemic, my husband 26M, and I wound up unemployed and had to move in with my parents. My dad 50-ish and my stepmom 40-ish are the most wonderful humans in the world. My stepmom's mother, who I'll refer to as M from here on, late 70s-ish, not so much. We moved in at the end of October, after our lease expired at our previous residence, and a couple of days after moving in, M asked my husband and I if we had any Christmas wishes, and was adamant that price was no object. She's made it very clear in the past 17 years that she didn't want her daughter marrying my father, and that the added baggage of my sister and I made it even less ideal, but I assumed because she asked me that maybe she wanted to bury the hatchet, so I was honest. I mentioned wanting a new sewing machine. I showed her the one I wanted, which is about $200. I didn't think much of the exchange until last Friday, 12/18. M was leaving to go to see family a few states over for the holidays, so she called the family to come over so she could hand out gifts. I was just getting home from work, so my cousins, aunts and uncles had already begun opening their gifts. 3 of my cousins and 1 of my aunts got the exact sewing machine I had shown M. All the other kids got stuff like video games, hoodies, sneakers, and gift cards to different places. I admittedly got a little excited. I went last, M handed me my gift. I opened it, and it was a sewing machine box, filled with new towels. She said, "I know you guys are having money troubles, thought that might be helpful." I waited until everyone left, but was genuinely upset because I know that she knows we have towels, washcloths, etc. because we brought them with us from our old place, and we have our own designated cupboard for those things in our bathroom. When I got my new job, I took my first and second paycheck, and started buying gifts for everyone. I spent nearly $150 to order a giant hand-woven, dyed, and beaded tapestry from a local indigenous bead artist for M. I wanted to get her something I knew she would love and cherish because I thought maybe we were getting past the previous 17 years of hostility. She and I are both close to 50% indigenous and it's a big part of her lifestyle and aesthetic, as it is mine. I genuinely don't know at this point if she was trying to be malicious, but I feel she was, having me open it in front of everyone, and I felt absolutely humiliated. My stepmom and dad agree with me and say I should keep it, as does my husband, but when I asked a few family friends, they said they think it sounds like I'm mad that I didn't get an expensive gift. I feel it's blatant favoritism. Would I be the asshole if I kept the tapestry for myself? Edit for clarity. Because of work, I was unable to go pick up M's gift in time for the impromptu gift exchange, which is why she hasn't gotten it yet.
Not the asshole, but gift her the box it came in and fill it with toilet paper. Always useful in an pandemic environment.
Not the asshole. Personally, I'd talk up where you found this beautiful indigenous gift you found for her. How exceptional it is. How you think it would really bring you two closer. Then, when she unwraps it, it's just the damn towels she gave you. Then again, I am a vindictive asshole when I want to be. The other option is to give it to her. Talk up how you know she couldn't afford to get you a sewing machine too, considering she spent so much money already on your cousins. You wouldn't have wanted to burden her anyway. Clearly it would be way too expensive for her to afford another. But here, I got this for you. It cost a pretty penny, but I think you'll really love it.
Update. I called my stepmom on my 15 minutes break and told her that I would not be giving her the gift and that I would be getting her something else. I don't know what yet, but I'm sure I can come up with a shitty generic gift between now and New Year's. Thank you all so much for your honesty and candor.
Not the asshole op. Buy her a cheap $5 gift and when you give it to her, mention how much you love the towels she got you. Seriously. Every time you see her, really rub in how much you love the towels. They're so soft, best towels ever, guests love them, etc. Make sure she knows her gift was super appreciated. Given that she clearly was trying to upset you, this will sting more than you being upset. If she ever mentions the sewing machine, say in surprise that you won one, or were given one by someone else, and you assumed that she knew that, hence why she didn't buy you one. Seriously. She goes low, you go high. Don't expect anything from her and just keep your distance. Don't ever spend money on her again.
Not the asshole. Keep it. Get her some oven mitts with a cow theme because, well, she's a cow.
Update part Duh. Met with my stepmom for an early lunch. Here at about 2 p.m. CST, she's expecting a family Skype call from M, and she's going to address it head on there, in front of the entire family. We'll update further for anyone invested, I guess. Not the asshole. What she did certainly sounds spiteful to me. What are the odds that she'd not give you one once giving everyone else the exact machine you asked for and after she specifically asked you what you wanted? Plus, what the fuck are you going to do with a sewing machine box when there isn't a sewing machine to put in it? It really sounds to me like she got your hopes up on purpose, especially after having everyone else open theirs first. I'd see if one of your cousins, aunt even sews in the first place and trade the tapestry to one of them in exchange for it. Politely let em know that she's right, you were short on cash this year and couldn't afford a gift for her, so she knows she isn't getting a thing from you.
She asked you what you wanted, and got that same exact gift to everyone else except you. She made you watch everyone else open them. Putting the towels in the box just to give you false hope was rubbing salt in the wounds even further. This was intentional and malicious. Keep the tapestry. Not the asshole. Normally I'd say to give it to be the bigger person, but she was really rubbing it in your face. Your kindness will be wasted if you give it to her. Tiny update? My stepmom is taking me to get my sewing machine this afternoon. Thank you significant other so much to everyone who offered to buy or crowdfund one for me. You're all so kind and I love each and every one of you. Happy holidays to all of you. Black Heart.
Not the asshole. Come on. Why are you even asking? This is one of those, my coworker kicked my puppy and called me stupid. Am I the asshole for being mad questions?
Info. What happened to the sewing machine that was in the box that towels came in? I doubt she or the store just had an extra box laying around. I don't know why I'm stuck on that. Just seems odd that she'd have the box without the sewing machine. Not the asshole. Keep your thoughtful gift, and if you feel obligated to get her one, get her a gift card to some place she likes to eat or something easy. Maybe one of your cousins would gift you theirs, since you told them what happened. I know I wouldn't want a sewing machine. I'd totally give it to you if it was gifted to me. And to be especially petty, I'd do it in front of your grandma.
Not the asshole. It's not like you asked her what she wanted then gave one to half the family and not her. Keep it. Enjoy it. And don't feel bad about it. She's a spiteful dick.
Not the asshole. She was deliberately being unkind. That was a deliberate, malicious setup. Keep the lovely tapestry. Not the asshole. Dude. She deliberately was as big a dick as she could be. 1. Specifically asked you to find out what you wanted. 2. Called the family together just to have an audience build the setup. 3. Gave that specific gift to several other people where you could see did they even want sewing machines. 4. Got the box for the gift you wanted and filled it with something else. All of this was to set you up to think you were getting something awesome and then bring you crashing down when she pulled the rug out from under you. Don't bother giving her anything nice, and don't bother worrying about her attitude. You're not mad about the cheap gift, you're mad about her maliciously setting you up to get you upset. Get her a Walmart gift card and move on with your life.
Give her a framed picture of you, your sister, dad and husband. Then talk up how important family is. She'll hate it because she's an ass.
Not the asshole. You haven't given her the gift yet. Not the asshole. By far one of the most malicious things I have ever heard of someone doing. The fact that she had the thought, asked you what you would like, purchased several to give to other people in front of you, filled a box that resembled the other boxes, with towels. I cannot even comprehend how you kept your cool, but I'll tell you one thing, if someone had done that to me they would still be reeling. You are not ta.
Adult diapers seem perfect here.
Not the asshole. This woman deliberately hurt you. She shouldn't get a prize for that. And all of those people telling you to be the bigger person have zero understanding of when it's appropriate to do they and when it isn't. You don't show someone who deliberately and remorselessly hurt you that you're a pushover. The message would be lost on them because not only do they not care about your happiness, they are actively working to destroy it. Giving that blanket to that woman is like throwing pearls before swine. And I have zero doubt that it's also giving her another opportunity to hurt you.
Not the asshole. What she did to you was very deliberate, very calculated and very unkind. I would also keep the gift you originally intended for her and gift her something similar to what she has gifted you. Perhaps some new pot holders or kitchen cloths. You know, to help her out.
Not the asshole. TBH, I'd be pretty mad if I got towels as a gift, even if no backstory existed. Towels. You're not taking a gift back, so it's okay. I'd still get her a present, so she doesn't feel left out. Buy her a faux woven bin. Her and the bin will go perfectly. Edit. Being serious, it's not very kind of her to be holding a grudge against you and sister after all these years and for being so incredibly petty. If she wanted to establish a relationship, she wouldn't have stooped to such a low. I'm not even sure if it's worth the effort on your part at this stage. Your stepmother does sound very supportive. Props to her.
Not the asshole. Until you give it away, the tapestry is yours to do with as you want. Disagree with the comments suggest there's any unkindness here. She's clearly not someone you're close to or wants to be close to you. There's no obligation to get anyone like that anything.
Not the asshole. It's not like you actually gifted it to her yet. Heck, I wouldn't even consider you an asshole if you gave it to her and it make it her look like one, because you got her something lovely and she got you a box of towels.
Not the asshole. If there are lots of your beloved sewing machines in the extended family now, surely, someone will want to gift it to you. Not many persons really need or even want a sewing machine. Your changes are good getting one after all. Go try your luck.
Not the asshole. Instead of giving her the tapestry, bake her something that's from your culture. Oh, you know how we're having trouble with money. I thought you'd enjoy a homemade gift that you could really use. It doesn't have to be expensive, and this way, she doesn't have anything permanent. Gift the towels to a shelter for domestic violence.
Not the asshole. Do you want the tapestry though? Personally, I'd give it to the person and watch their face and they've realized how petty and childish they acted. With that said, $150 for a tapestry. After telling her you wanted a $200 sewing machine, why didn't you just buy yourself what you wanted? She would have been fine with a card. In my opinion, if you can sell the tapestry for $100 plus and put that towards what you want, go for it. If it's worthless because of the embroidery, just give it to her so she can feel like an A.
3 of my cousins and 1 of my aunts got the exact sewing machine I had shown MO, so she bought 4 of the exact thing you showed her, then gave you the box filled with something cheap. A sewing machine is something that definitely could be useful when you have money issues too, mend or make new your old clothes to stretch out the life of them. Of course that's useful. Tell me something, those cousins and aunts, are they blood relatives of you, or her? Not the asshole. Put old flour in the box so when she tries to make fry bread it won't rise, haha. Not the asshole. So let me get this straight, she bought a $200 sewing machine for 4 of your relatives, got a sewing machine box and filled it with towels to humiliate you after you specifically told her what you wanted, and some people still think you'd be the asshole for withholding the gift. Also OP-IDK if you've seen regular show, but there's an episode called White Elephant where they get back at Muscle Man for giving them prank gifts every holiday, and the ending scene is probably one of the funniest things I've ever seen. You should take some inspiration from this scene in giving Em a gift she'll really remember. Winking face. Wow. Not the asshole, and doubly so given her box switcheroo trick. I wonder what she did with the machine that came in the box. If I were you, I'd keep boxes of desirable items and use them to give crappy things to her in the future. But I am petty.
You are the asshole. She's older than you. Respect her. All jokes aside, not the asshole, she was clearly trying to hurt you. All I see is pettiness. She gave 2 of your relatives the sewing machine you wanted and gave you a box of that sewing machine filled with stuff you already own. She was clearly trying to be malicious. I suggest you pull a quick one on her.
What exactly is the relationship of these family friends? What do they know of the dynamics? Because by the sounds of it, even her own daughter just told you she doesn't deserve that gift.
She didn't have a sewing machine box hanging around. If she just gave you towels, I would say suck it up. She didn't. By putting them in a sewing machine box, she acknowledged what you asked for and taunted you. It's highly likely that she actually bought a sewing machine, just to get the box to mock you with. Not the asshole. And she is some piece of work.
Not the asshole. Keep the tapestry. Can you get Em another gift from the same artist, of slightly higher value than the towels she got you? I'm mad that I didn't get an expensive gift. I feel it's blatant favoritism. If everyone else was getting sewing machines and you got a bunch of towels, then yes, this was favoritism. Not the asshole. Keep it and buy her a scented candle or something. I'm curious to know whether the cousins and aunt even want the sewing machines?
I genuinely don't know at this point if she was trying to be malicious. I'll clear that up for you. Holy fuck, she was, very very clearly and obviously. Not the asshole at all. Keep that shit. I like the other poster's ideas of giving her TP in a nice container though.
Not the asshole. Em had been so malicious and cruel with this gift. Please keep the tapestry for yourself. Get Em some tea towels or a generic bath gift set with moisturizer and bubble bath etc.
Use the package of the tapestry, and fill it with a towel or two. Not the asshole.
Not the asshole that was a deliberate, malicious act by Em. That's some next fucking level shit. Keep the tapestry. Make sure it's visible in the background of your next family Zoom call. Not the asshole, but it's up to you. Maybe you could say, even though you were hoping for that sewing machine, I got you something I really hope you like. Passive aggressive.
How about a bag of sugar for her bitterness? Not the asshole.
Not the asshole. Get her something specifically for old people. Such as denture cream, some Werther's originals, a book of large print crossword puzzles, a new cane.
Not the asshole. What a horrible thing for a person to do, and I fully believe it was deliberate. I'd cut her out tbh.
Info. Out of curiosity, were the other sewing machine boxes full of towels too? Also, not the asshole.
Not the asshole, she put it in a sewing machine box to hurt you. Give her the same amount of consideration she gave you.
Not the asshole.
That was just mean. Asking what you want and giving it to other people in front of you. And then making comments about your financial situation. Not the asshole.
Not the asshole. If her daughter, your stepmom, in fact, all your immediate family, if I understand correctly, agrees that you should keep the gift, why do you feel the need to ask the family friend's opinion? They only understand the dynamics of your relationship with them by what you tell them. Your family is there with you living it. By the way, I agree with them. Keep the present. You've had a hard year. You deserve something nice.
Not the asshole. Take a picture of the tapestry and frame it in a cheap frame. Give her that for Christmas and say it's the tapestry you got for yourself, but you thought she'd like a picture of it.
Not the asshole. Even putting all the drama aside, it's not a gift until you give it. Up until then, it's just a purchase. You can do whatever you want with a purchase that you made.